Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today we are breaking down the Leetcode daily problem, minimum common value. As always, if I go too fast or you get confused at any point, just pause the video and ask a question in the comments below, and I will do my best to help you out. Alright, here is the official problem page. It's actually a pretty straightforward problem today, but let's break it down piece by piece to be super clear. We are given two separate lists of numbers. Let's refer to them as nums1 and nums2. The absolute most important detail they give us is that both of these lists are already sorted, going from the smallest number up to the largest. Our mission is simple. We need to find a number that appears in list 1 and list 2, and if there are multiple matches, we want the absolute smallest one. Let's look at a quick example. Imagine our first list has the numbers 1, 2, and 3, and our second list has 2 and 4. Looking at them both, the number 2 is the smallest value they share, so our function should return a 2. Easy enough, right? Just a quick heads up before we look at the solution. I'll be explaining the logic using Python, but the concepts apply anywhere. I'll have the full code for Java, C++, and JavaScript towards the end of the video. So how do we solve this efficiently? The best way is using an approach called two pointers. You might first think to take the first number in list 1 and scan the whole second list for it. Then, take the second number and scan again. But that is incredibly slow. Because the problem specifically tells us the lists are sorted, we can use a much smarter strategy. Imagine pointing one finger at the start of the first list and another finger at the start of the second list. We will call these our pointers. The strategy is to just look at the two numbers we are currently pointing at. Since we started at the beginning, these are the smallest numbers. If they happen to match right away, boom, we found our minimum common value. But if they don't match, we have to move one of our fingers forward. The trick is, we always move the finger that is pointing to the smaller number. Why do we do this? Because the lists are sorted. If my first finger is pointing at a 1 and my second finger is pointing at a 5, moving the second finger forward will only give me bigger numbers like 6 or 7. I'll never find a 1. So I have to move the finger pointing at the 1, hoping to eventually find a 5. Here is what that looks like in code. It's short and sweet. Let's trace it to see it in action. Let's run a slightly bigger example through our logic. Here are our two lists. We start by creating two variables, I and j, both set to 0. These are our two fingers, starting at the very beginning of each list. We enter a loop that keeps going as long as both of our fingers haven't fallen off the edge of their respective lists. In our first check, I is pointing at a 1, and j is pointing at a 2. They don't match. Since 1 is smaller than 2, we increment our I pointer to move it forward in the first list. The loop restarts. Now our I pointer is looking at the next number, which is a 2. Our j pointer is still sitting at the 2 in the second list. We check them against each other and they match. Because we went strictly from smallest to largest, this is guaranteed to be the minimum common value. We return 2, and we are done. But what about edge cases? What if the lists don't have any numbers in common at all? If that happens, one of our fingers will eventually get pushed past the very end of its list. Our while loop will safely stop, and the code simply returns -1 at the very bottom, just like the problem asks. Another edge case. What if one list is way longer than the other? Our while loop condition protects us here too. It checks and. So as soon as the shorter list runs out of numbers, the loop completely stops. We never waste time searching an empty void. Before we talk about how fast this runs, if you want to test this code out yourself without having to type it all manually, I put a link in the description to leetcodeunlocked.com, where you can just copy and paste it directly. Also a quick note, I've recently changed the format of these videos a bit, to be faster paced. Please let me know in the comments if you prefer this style, and again drop any questions you have about the code there too. You can probably tell this voice is generated by AI. I actually built this system for myself, so I could get instant, clear visual explanations right when the daily problem drops. It helps me study way faster, so I upload them here without any ads or sponsorships, in case it helps you guys too. Anyway, let's look at the complexity. For the time complexity, it is big O of n plus m. N is the length of the first list, and m is the length of the second list. In the absolute worst-case scenario, we just walk our fingers across both lists exactly once. The space complexity is big O of 1, meaning it takes essentially 0 extra memory. All we created were two tiny variables to keep track of our positions, regardless of how huge the lists are. Here are the key takeaways for today. Whenever a problem tells you data is sorted, that is a massive hint. It usually means you can avoid slow, brute force searching. And using two pointers is pretty much the textbook way to compare two sorted lists simultaneously. Alright, that covers the logic. As promised, here are the full solutions for Java, C++, and JavaScript. Instead of pausing and typing these out, grab them from the site linked below. Here is the full solution written in Java. Next up, here is the exact same logic translated into C++. And finally, here is the solution in JavaScript. Before we finish up, I want to mention I have another channel called Leetcode Unlocked. I'm on a mission to eventually post a clear, visual solution for literally every single Leetcode problem on the platform. Check it out if you want to study problems outside of the daily challenges. If you want to help support that massive goal, you can donate at buymeaboba.com/LeetCodeDaily. Also, please make sure to like, subscribe, and turn on notifications. I post the daily Leetcode problems super early, so you can get your streak done and out of the way. Keep coding, and I'll catch you in the next one.